Hey my lovely peaches, I'm just popping in to the very beginning of this long video to say I say it's going to be 10 minutes, but obviously it's not. And I do talk about the fact that I feel that my long videos that I'm posting for free on YouTube publicly are really not getting the views. So this is going to be one of the last very long public free videos, unless people start to comment and interact and tell me actually you love them, you watch them, you've just been silently watching. So I have, I don't know how many videos I have that up that are half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, and they're public and they're free, and I spent a lot of time working on them, and I had a lot to say and a lot of amazing, in my opinion, insights and thoughts to share, and I absolutely adore it and love doing that. But at the same time, I don't really see the point in sharing videos that are super long and in depth with an audience that's not interested in it. So if you are interested in these super long videos, then please let me know that in the comments, and I will also be, as an experiment, creating shorter videos that just get to a quick point, make a little punch, and then get on with it. And so this video, I'll actually share this by itself as a little video by itself to make the point. Is this enough for you? Do you like this amount of video? Do you have any need or desire or interest in a video that's an hour long, or an hour and a half long, or half an hour? I personally love those kind of videos, and I watch super long videos, and that's my jam. In fact, I even watch videos that are 3 hours long, 4 hours long. I have watched live streams that are like 8 hours long. If I'm interested in the topic, I have done that. I've absolutely watched super, super long videos. Judy Jetson with her big puddle and not working, and she's been covered with a car cover for a week now. And I don't know if she's dead for good. Dead for good. I didn't know, but yep, I super duper adore long videos. That's why I make them. But I'm really ready for some interaction or moving on from this if nobody is enjoying my long form stuff. I'll close the door on that. But again, I would rather make more shorter videos if that's what the majority of people want. Like Peter Tragos, who I love and adore, always says, I'm going to ask the chat. I'm going to see what the channel wants. Now, I like to do what I like to do for me, but at the same time, if I could be posting all my super long videos for my Patreon on patrons and just give the public page the short ones, then maybe that's a better way to go. So you let me know. I'm going to leave this short video here like this, but if you're watching the long one, then let me know if you like the super long videos too. Okay. Also, I just wanted to add that I do try to post as often as possible, and you may have noticed, if you do follow me, that a lot of times I actually post really late, or like, I don't know, if late or early, like at midnight or 10 p.m. or 1 a.m. So I'm Eastern Standard Time, so you know, I don't know where you might be at 1 a.m. or midnight Eastern Standard Time, but if you followed me, you might notice that I post at all different kinds of hours. So I don't actually have a schedule for posting right now, That's why the best thing is for you to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on new videos. And sometimes I do premiere as well, but it all depends. So yeah, there's that too. And that is really ultimately what it comes down to. My message, my insight coaching really comes down to recognizing that there are other ways to think of yourself than the way you think of yourself now. And when you gain insight to those negative ways you think of yourself that are holding you back, the junky belief systems, the faulty belief systems that you operate with right now that are generating the lackluster results for you, or maybe it's chaos, a mess, or maybe you're just totally bored with your life. Whatever the situation is, the insight that you will gain through our conversations can actually help to springboard and catalyze you into another level, another place. So I don't make promises that you can have anything you want to, or you can have it instantaneously or tomorrow, because I don't believe in that either. And I think that practical steps to manifest miracles is the way to do it. If you're interested in that, please listen to the video. Good morning, my lovely peaches. I have my hair slicked back in a ponytail because I put this magic balm last night. I had a headache, and I can show you the magic balm. It's actually magic. So it's arnica as well as menthol. So like my little son has had a cold, a cough, some congestion. And so Dr. Bonner's magic balm, it's arnica menthol. So if you don't know, arnica is like a homeopathic painkiller, and menthol, as you probably do know, helps decongestion. It also is a pain reliever. So it's 9:30 a.m. Friday, October 20th. My baby's home, another day from school. Let's see the instruments. And I'm about to go down to do another load of laundry. And I'm going to take you with me. But what I'm going to do this time is actually only talk for maybe 10 minutes at the most. I did some analytics, and I see that I don't think people watch more than a minute or two of my videos. So why do I keep putting out half an hour long videos publicly for free if nobody's even bothering to watch more than a minute, right? So if you actually do enjoy watching my videos for the whole thing, or if you go back to it and you watch it again and again, or you listen to it in pieces like I'm doing with the swoop video that she just put out, the latest one, and I am listening to it. It's an hour and 40 minutes or something. So I have been watching it since yesterday, on and off. And, so if she were to look at her analytics and see, I am watching big chunks at a time. I'm not watching it whole thing at once, but I do go back and I rewind and I'm watching the whole thing. So if you do like my videos and you are actually watching the whole thing and you're enjoying the fact that I'm posting these half an hour plus long videos and you really want me to continue, then please comment down below and let me know that. Otherwise, if you want to see those kind of videos, you're going to have to follow me on Patreon, because why work on videos that are so long and so in-depth and so thorough and so filled with information and all this good, juicy goodness, and then, you know, you don't even like it or want it, so why bother, right? So this video, as I go down to do more laundry, the main purpose of this video is to discuss, is it therapy? Is it life coaching? Manifest coaching? Insight coaching? What is the difference between all those things? Yesterday I made a video talking about a former client of mine who had high anxiety, and I was saying that that clarified for me more about the type of clients that I want. However, I offer insight coaching. So what do I mean if I'm saying I don't want somebody who's like got a lot of mental problems? So what am I talking about insight coaching? If you're interested and you want to know, keep watching. So I'm down here, gonna do another load of laundry. Gonna get these clothes out of the dryer, let me heat them up. So, is it therapy? Is it life coaching? Is it manifesting coaching? Or insight coaching? What does all that mean to me? So therapy, as I understand, is a place for you to discuss anything and everything. Every single traumatic event that you've ever experienced, every wayward thought, every scary situation, everything in your life, your joys, your traumas, your dreams. And a therapist can be so many things. It can be a psychiatrist who is going to have a bachelor's degree as well as a master's degree in some type of psychology. I did start in college as a psychology major. However, after taking some courses in the first year, I came to personally feel I don't like this cookie cutter kind of way of looking at health and mental health, and I found it to be, it's like allopathic medicine, which is what a lot of people consider regular doctors, or conventional, is really a practice of using pharmaceutical drugs, surgery, and procedures that utilize a lot of technology, but don't think about the body as a whole system. They use reductionism. They don't think about harmony, the balance of deficit, excess, and the right amount, as Eastern medicine does. When I was in allopathic medicine system, it effed me up, it screwed me up, it hurt me, it made me worse. And when I finally got away from it, I healed myself. So anyway, my personal opinion is that psychiatry is the allopathic medicine for mental health, meaning that they diagnose based on a criteria in a book that was formulated many years ago, and that then they prescribe pharmaceutical drugs, and they mostly deal with mental health issues as chemical imbalances in the brain that they can correct or treat also a lot about ongoing treatments, not about getting healthy and stop being a patient, but in fact about staying a patient for life and doing ongoing therapy with drugs that really cause, in my opinion, a lot more problems sometimes. Now, I'm not saying that there's never, ever, ever a case or situation for pharmaceutical drugs. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying that there is a very sad and criminal, in my opinion, addiction and reliance on drugs over many other types of ways to heal yourself, which I find to be much more effective, such as what you eat, what you think, how you treat your body. Do you get regular walks? Do you go out in the sun? Do you get vitamin D from the sun? Do you get your vitamins from whole fruits, whole vegetables, grains, unless you're allergic? Or do you get everything from a pill? Okay, so, catch my breath. I don't know how well I'm going to do keeping it short. I'm going to do my best. Okay, so that was just a brief synopsis of allopathic medicine and psychiatry. Then there's therapy. And therapy has all kinds of therapists. There's art therapy, dance therapy, there's endless, infinite list of types of therapy. There's specific therapy. There's therapy for veterans. There's therapy for children. There's family therapy. There's couples therapy. There's all types of specific trauma-based therapy. Now I need my hangers. There are so many types of therapy. Getting a little bit into the ASMR because since my videos are more vloggy and I'm doing stuff because this is the time I have, then it's kind of nice to hear the sounds. So insight coaching can be a type of therapy, but I'm not a therapist, so I'm not offering nor claiming to be a therapist. So what else? Okay, then life coaching. Life coaching, I believe, is also different than insight coaching. And why I'm distinguishing it is because life coaching, I suppose it could be kind of considered life coaching in a way, but again, with life coaching, there are almost an infinite amount of different type of life coaches that you could link up with. There's executive coaching to help C-suite levels in corporate world. There's family coaching to help families as a unit. There's individual coaching. There's career coaching. There's relationship coaching. Then there's manifest coaching. And so there are some people on YouTube or whatever other platform that they use, Instagram, TikTok, Rumble, Substack, Facebook, on and on and on. There are platforms where there are people who call themselves manifest coaches, and I feel so they put out content regularly, sometimes every day, sometimes more than once a day, and I have come to find or to think that a huge amount of these channels are basically just repeating the same thing over and over and over and over. Now, on one hand, there is a huge gain from repetition. Everything that we learn through repetition. That's how I ended up learning that when I used to tell myself all my life, up till about a year ago, I'm not naturally a neat and tidy person. That was an unseen belief. That was a belief that the real cause of it was unseen. That was a belief that I just believed. That was something I thought about myself and I said about myself and I believed it. But it wasn't until I kept saying it periodically. Well, it's not that I kept saying it, it's that I kept making videos talking about myself and my thoughts and my feelings and all this stuff. And one day I was out on a walk looking at all these beautiful houses that are in the neighborhood where I live and saying to myself, saying out loud, I've always wanted this and I've always thought that I don't deserve it. Not that I don't deserve it, but like somehow it's just like I'm not the caliber of a person to get that. And then I said, I'm not naturally a neat and tidy person. And when I was editing the video, I was like, wait, what? I'm not naturally a neat and tidy person. I've said that to myself a billion times. But because I was talking about how it was the deeper truth of the unseen alignment, which was the reason I've always felt, oh, I'm not the caliber of person to have this, is because of how I was raised and how I was treated and the trauma and all that stuff. And that was real insight. And right now I'm sitting here. My house is still quite messy. I'll be honest. I'm not going to lie. I have to clip out parts because it's messy. You don't go from 49 years of being a messy person who's disorganized and kind of hoards things and doesn't really know how to. It's not that I don't know. I do know. I just have never done it. I've always sort of overlooked it because I'm not a neat and tidy person. I'm busy with other stuff. That's my priority. But then here I am with 2 children who are acting the same way, and it's causing me a lot of stress in my life. And I realized that actually I can become a neat and tidy person. I can do the things that you need to do, and it's going to take time to get it to the place where my house is actually pretty neat and tidy. I think we're getting on already to 10 minutes, and I can tell you that I could spend all day doing nothing but chores, and it would take a couple of months before my house was actually truly neat and tidy. And as you saw in yesterday's video, if you saw, there I did load of dishes, and my son came home, unpacked all his lunch stuff, and there was the dishes, the load of sink, the sink was full with another load. So now that I have that Novette, that has literally changed my life. But I spent 7.5 years living in this apartment, and it never, I don't know, I never figured out that there was such a thing that existed as a portable countertop dishwasher that I could actually purchase and use, and that I didn't have to spend all those years with a filthy sink, like my sink was never empty because I could never get to it. It was out of control. Anyway, the whole point is that my insight through my own process of listening to myself deeply and making video therapy sessions for myself, most of which, and staying private, I gained a tremendous amount of insight, and I am literally transforming my life. I'm up leveling my life, and I am transforming my children's lives. And it's not going to be instantaneous. It's not going to be overnight. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and be filthy rich. My car is still busted. Oh yeah, it's been raining, and so those bungee cords, here, I'm going to flip it. The bungee cords that, there she is. Let's see if I can stand up higher. All right, so this is my car, Judy Jetson. This is the car cover because the sunroof leaks and the back passenger door window also leaks because the seal. Okay, so I have this car cover, but there's racks. So that creates this pool of water, which looks pretty tiny from here, but actually it gets a bit of real pain when dealing with taking the car cover off. So I had those bungee cords, and the sun bleached them to now they just disintegrated. So it's 9:54 a.m. So anyway, now it's starting to pool again, but the car cover's been on all week because it rained earlier in the week. I had to cover her up, and I'm not driving it because of all the issues. And so what I'm really hoping to do is gain clients that are sustainable, that do utilize my broader skill set, but even more so, moving away from having clients that are more virtual consultants. So right now my clients are I'm a virtual consultant, and I virtually consult with my clients, and I do research and projects and different tasks and organizing, and I do a lot of things, a lot of like executive administration tasks, office management tasks, office manager, staff manager kind of thing. There's many things that I've done over my 3 decades of experience, and being an insight coach is something that I've been dabbling in. It's been my side hustle, you can say. And now I'm ready to make my side hustle my main hustle. And that's why I'm making this video, to clarify what is it that I would really even do anyway. Well, we would speak. If you want to speak for 45 minutes, I'll give you the general preliminary overview of insight. In other words, as we speak, the first time we speak for 45 minutes, unless you buy a plan where we're going to have weekly calls or bi-weekly calls. I mean, at this point, I could take multiple calls a week if that's what you want, like an intensive insight. Or we could spread it out once a week for a month. Or we can start with one call, just as a trial. So if it's one call, then the best way to go about it, since it's 45 minutes, is for you to come prepared with one topic, maybe one or two, maybe like 3 main things that I'm not going to get in depth, but like, let's say there's this overarching thing. You want a general insight into whatever the situation is in your life. So the idea is that you would be prepared with what you want to say and what you want to ask me, or the things that you want to share, and then get some general insight. That's the first time. If we do one call, it could be like that. However, if you purchase membership so that you know that we're going to have multiple sessions similar to therapy that is repetitive, then you can have multiple issues that you want to gain insight on. However, if you are dealing with serious mental health issues, severe anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, any other serious diagnosis, then I give you psychological insight, but I'm not claiming that I'm going to be able to help you deal with very serious issues that you will probably need a professional who is trained to help you deal specifically with those mental health issues. However, if you are in general, I'm not saying you have to be all mentally healthy and great, because then why would you really even need any insight if you felt super great? So obviously people who are going to want my insight are going to have some issues or some concerns or some confusion in your life. That's only natural. That's why I'm here, to help people. I just don't want to misrepresent what it is that you're getting when we speak. So while I may provide you with insights that greatly improve your mental health, the way you feel, my personal opinion about mental health is that mental health really is emotional health. That is my belief system. Now, you might not agree with that, and that is perfectly 100% okay. That's what I was saying earlier in the video. There are an infinite amount of types of ways to see the world. Can you see it's sparkly? I don't know. Ah, there we go. So insight coaching is insight. I am able to provide people with perspective into the conversation that you share with me. Of course, you are sharing your true thoughts, your true feelings. You know what you feel. You know what you think. You know what you want better than anyone else. And what I promote is introspective self-reflection. Introspective self-reflection. My intention is to provide people with insight that I'm able to provide, but also to provide you with tools so that you can start to have insight into yourself on your own. So while I can continue to provide insight to clients ongoing for, who knows, an infinite amount of time, I also deeply believe in giving people the skills, the tools, and the practice so that you can learn to do the thing on your own. Like yoga. Yoga is a practice. I just was talking about this with my mom. She was looking for a yoga place near her, and I was looking at the packages and the prices, and then at one point it was, okay, well, this package is very large, and this would be for somebody who wants to do yoga every day. But I said to her, most people who get to the point where they're doing yoga every day, they practice at home. Now, of course, you can practice in a studio if you love the community, if you love having a teacher, if you love the setting of the yoga studio that you might not have at home. There's a cute kid walking by, right? So there's many reasons why someone might desire to actually practice yoga every single day, but do so in a yoga studio. Hey, I'm glad he took the day off. But there are certain types of practices that if you're going to do it daily, it is going to make the most sense that you're going to do it at home. And the thing about yoga, and the thing about many things, is that you can learn over time how to do them yourself. So, just like with any type of learning, yes, you can always have a teacher to always up level to the next level. So you can learn how to practice at home, you can practice at home, and then you can continue going to your teacher or to your coach so that you can continue to up level. And the more insight clients that I get, the more up leveled I'll become as an insight coach. So just like with my virtual consultant clients, the clients that were not that great, the clients that ended up being not clients, I learned just as much from them. Truly. I truly learned an enormous amount from clients that were not compatible. I learned what to look for. I learned how to conduct myself. I learned that I needed better boundaries. And I learned that I needed to up-level my professionalism. And I also learned that it's okay to say no to certain types of clients. It's okay to say, hey, that's not my specialty. That's not my area of expertise. That's not the type of project or client that I'm comfortable having. And that is actually perfect, because when you're able to hone and discern and define, you're able to cut out the unwanted. Like I learned from my new client, please keep the results within the scope of the request. Okay? Let's not be all over the place. Let's just do what we're here to do. Let's be efficient. Let's be effective. Let's have efficacy. So this video is not a minute, and it's probably about 20 minutes. It's 10:10 right now, 10:10 wins. And I need to go to the computer and get back to my virtual consulting. So, as I said, I am going to continue to try to post every day, but unless I get a lot of comments saying, oh, I love your super long videos. I'll be so sad if you stop sharing your super long videos publicly for free. If people let me know that you appreciate all the long form videos that are public, I've posted them, so many of them, because as I was saying, my now ex-client, like, he was bitching. I don't know if I ever finished that thought yesterday, how he was bitching about, I don't want to keep doing stuff for free, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Nobody appreciates it. And I'm like, I get it. I do. I totally get it. But at the same time, I do feel that there is a level of building up trust with people, meaning, I don't know, knowing that someone cares so much about what they're doing. Like for me, it's my purpose. My purpose is to, maybe you can hear my stomach growling. My purpose is to spread joy and love in the world, and to be able to help people who need to heal from their traumatic experiences in a way that allows them to have a happier life, have an up-leveled experience, have more things, to want better, to stop saying things like, I'm not naturally a neat and tidy person, and to recognize, oh wait, that's actually unhealed trauma. So I do offer insight into the things that a person is saying and the insight that it brings me, such as someone saying, well, I'm not naturally good at this thing. I'm not naturally this or that. Well, that could very well be true, but in many things, if not all things, the intention and the dedication, the desire, the devotion to a thing can be way more profound and powerful and effective and efficient than raw talent, pure talent. Natural born talent is useless if you don't practice. Like my son here, he's about to learn, he's learning how to play the bass, and naturally getting up, picking it up. I hear him multiple times a day strumming away.
It's fun.
Because it's fun. Right, but he may have natural talent because his father's a bassist. However, if he doesn't practice,
Yeah, if I don't practice, I won't get better.
he won't develop that. And so that's why I'm saying you can have all the natural born talent in the world, but if you don't have the drive, if you're not motivated, if you're not inspired, if you're not doing the thing, then someone who's not naturally good at it but has all the desire in the world and literally does it every day, they're going to get successful. And that could be you. Maybe you're not naturally this or that or the other thing. Maybe you've never been fit. Maybe you've never been a healthy weight. Maybe you've never had a healthy relationship. Maybe you've never got paid what you think you wish you could get paid. Maybe you feel like, I could never in a million years have this or that. I feel that way. Like when we went to my son's friend's mansion, I definitely felt like I don't see me ever having this. But then at the same time, do I even need that though? You know? I mean, yeah, I'm sure it would be nice, but at the same time, that's quite a lot of house. That's a lot of chores. That's a lot of bathrooms to clean. That's a lot of work, honey. So I gotta be mega, mega rich. And hey, if I end up mega, mega rich, well, I'm probably not gonna have a, enormous mansion, but I'll have a nice big house, that's for sure. And I'll have a really nice new car, that's for sure. And when my sons get to be driving ages, they'll have really nice cars and all the nice clothes and the nice devices, and I'll get a better phone, and I'll get a better computer, which I really desperately need, and I'll get a better camera, and I'll get a better microphone, and everything will up level and increase, and that is beautiful. Your wealth is good. You deserve abundance. You deserve joy. The fact that you've been through trauma, the fact that you've been through poverty, the fact that you were fired from a job that you got broken up with, the fact that you were rejected, the fact that you were not selected, that doesn't have to be the rest of your life. You're allowed to believe in yourself. You're allowed to believe in your ability to learn, to grow, to up-level, to become what you really wanted to become, to live your purpose, to live your dreams, to get a little closer to it, to allow yourself to have your hobbies, to allow yourself to do the things that you like, to allow yourself to feel good, to let yourself move your body in ways that feel good to you, to let yourself have thoughts that feel good, that make you feel better than the shitty thoughts that make you feel like shit. And here is a little bit of the sound of rain. Now it is 10:18 a.m. Friday, October 20th, 2023. And this probably did become a half an hour long video. Make that 2 half hours. That's an hour for you right there. So maybe this will be one of my last long freebies. Unless you say, please, 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 more please. So if you're still here, please like and subscribe. Please hit the bell notification so you get to see all my new videos as soon as they come out. And please start to leave comments. Tell me, do you love these long form videos? I'd like to know. I will probably start as of tomorrow or Monday or whenever I post next, trying to do like a 1 or 2 minute video and just see, like, is that better? Is it better to just make shorter content? I've been trying to make more content more often, but I'm still end up making long videos because I always have a lot of stuff to say. But if people are not interested in that on my public channel, then perhaps it does make better business sense for me to just keep all the long form videos on Patreon for members. So let me know what you think about that. And I hope that this video helped you to clarify what I offer as an insight coach and whether you think that I might be a great match for you if you need some insight in your life and you would really love an objective perspective of someone who truly just wants the best for you, but at the same time is not going to just yes you or placate you or say nice things like, you can have anybody you want to. Oh, let me circle back to that comment. Now we are getting into a longer video, but I really did want to circle back because I had said on the bed that there are a lot of these manifesting coaches, and I believe they just, yeah, they put out a video every day, but it's the same crap. It's literally the same few words. You can manifest anything you want to, regardless of circumstances. You can have any person you want to. You can be rich. You can have the car. You can have the house. You can have the job. You can have the man. You can have the woman. You can have the this. You can have... Really? How? You're just gonna keep saying that same thing? Okay. I've been seeing your videos for years, and yeah, you put out content every day, but literally the video that you're putting out today, you're saying the same shit that you were saying 3 years ago. So yes, like I said, repetition is one form of learning. However, if you are in some type of study, the curriculum changes. So you repeat the curriculum for lesson 1. You repeat it until you remember it. You repeat it until it becomes something that you know, something that's ingrained in you, something that you've embodied. Then you move up to the next level, and the curriculum has changed. So while we are still repeating and we are still practicing and saying the new lessons, the new curriculum to ourselves repeatedly, it's not the same stuff that was in level 1. Because why would it be? Imagine going to a master degree program for 4 years and every class, every semester, every year is literally just saying the same thing again and again and again. You can have anything you want to. You can have anything you want to. That sounds more like a cult than a helpful lesson. Because you know what? You cannot have anything you want to. You can't manifest anything you want to, regardless of circumstances. And it's not helpful to tell people that, because that's delusional thinking. And like I said in the other video, is delusion practical? That's the next video that I need to work on. How can you use your delusions to benefit you? Or how do you use the things that you want in life, your dreams? Why are they delusions? Because they're things that you can imagine yourself having that you don't currently have. So it's a dream you desire, it's something you want, it's a wish, it's a hope, it's a new life, it's a lifestyle, it's a next level, it's another path, it's another type of existence. And you don't experience it in real life right now, so it's a delusion. But you can use these things to assist you to get to that place if you use it in a way that actually helps you, not just mindlessly repeating, I can have it, I can have it, I can have it, I can have it, I can have it. If saying that helps you start eating better and start getting up and moving your body in ways that feels good so that you can get exercise regularly and getting vitamin D from the sun, and if it starts to inspire you into inspired action, so you get up and you wash those dishes, even if you had to buy that $359 dishwasher that you never even knew existed, because when I lived in the mind state of I'm not a neat and tidy person, I knew I didn't have a dishwasher, I knew I didn't have a big enough kitchen for one, and that was it. It was like, I'm not a neat and tidy person, created a barrier to the solutions. But as soon as I started to say, oh wait, I am a neat and tidy person, I can maybe I wasn't born with it like my sister, maybe it's not inherently my raw talent, but if I have the desire and the determination and the motivation and the consistency, and I keep showing up every day doing the things that neat and tidy people do, then I too can become a neat and tidy person embodied into my heart and soul, and I will actually be a neat and tidy person. So who gives a crap or a rat's ass if I wasn't naturally a neat and tidy person, or I wasn't a neat and tidy person for 49 years? All that matters is that I want to be one, and I am going to be one, and that takes practice. So I could just sit here mindlessly affirming every day for years, I'm a neat and tidy person, I'm a neat and tidy person. But if I don't get up and actually do the damn things, as you can see and hear in all my videos lately, then it's just delusional. That's not helpful. So with that, I am going to end this video, and I hope that if you actually do follow my videos and you follow along and you've watched for a while, you will see that there's a progression. There's a progression of thoughts, there's a progression of messages, there's a progression of curriculum, there's a progression of the things that I'm talking about, and then what I uncover and reveal, the insights that I gain, and how my journey is an evolution that's a constant up level. So yeah, I used to talk about specific person a lot, but now I talk about be your own specific person. Be your own specific person that you're obsessed about manifesting. Manifest a healthy body, manifest a healthy mind state. Mental health is emotional health, meaning emotional health is dealing with all your traumas, all the things that made you feel unloved, unworthy, incapable, unwanted, all of the things that emotionally harmed you become mental harm, mental health issues, mental issues. So that's why I was saying my belief is that mental health issues are emotional health issues. And I believe that by dealing with your emotional health, you can improve your mental health. I don't view mental health as a brain functioning with chemicals separated from the rest of the body, mind, spirit, soul, emotions, mental, physical, all of it, I believe, is connected, like I was saying, with Eastern medicine. It thinks of the body as a whole system. It thinks of your life as a whole system. When there's something going wrong, they ask you, what are you eating? What are you drinking? What are you thinking about? What are you going through right now? What major life changes are you going through? What boring stuff are you dealing with? Do you have stress? Do you have anxiety? How much kind of sunlight are you getting? What kind of exercise are you getting? There's so many things that you're asked about, and there's so many ways to heal yourself that don't require surgery, pills, serious treatments that take a lifetime or months or years. There's a lot of ways to heal yourself. I went from being supposedly sterile and at risk of losing my ovaries to being the mother of 2 children who were conceived naturally, who were birthed naturally, no drugs, both home births, and my 50-year-old body is more regular. I've been more regular in the last 10 years since I healed myself, or I should say almost 15 years now, than I was for 20 years before that. So I am my own miracle. I am my own living miracle, living, breathing miracle, and my children are living, breathing miracles that you can heal yourself, you can get better. It doesn't mean you have to be pharmaceutical, drug patient for life. Now, I'm not going to take you off your drugs. I'm not going to do things like that with you, but I do encourage people to consider that there are other ways to heal. There are other ways to think of yourself. And that is really ultimately what it comes down to. My message, my insight coaching really comes down to recognizing that there are other ways to think of yourself than the way you think of yourself now. And when you gain insight to those negative ways you think of yourself that are holding you back, the junky belief systems, the faulty belief systems that you operate with right now that are generating the lackluster results for you, or maybe it's chaos, a mess, or maybe you're just totally bored with your life. Whatever the situation is, the insight that you will gain through our conversations can actually help to springboard and catalyze you into another level, another place. So I don't make promises that you can have anything you want to, or you can have it instantaneously or tomorrow, because I don't believe in that either. And I think that practical steps to manifest miracles is the way to do it. If you're interested in that, please listen to the video, or if you're here at the very end, then thank you for listening to the video. And with that, I hope this was helpful or at least entertaining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.